Howdy again. Obviously, you know, I have quite a few ideas about solutions to the ills of our society. Um, I've been quiet with my YouTube page for a while, and it's mostly because I've been doing a lot of research, and really picking apart everything that I come across because, you know, if you're involved in any sort of truth movement or freedom movement. And there's a lot of us out there who, you know, are realizing what's going on and we're pissed. And I really wanted to get to the root of the problems and, find out just how it is that we can all be so royally messed up. You know, there's so many aspects to it. I know a lot of you have probably seen Zeitgeist and Esoteric Agenda and Endgame and Loose Change and all these films. And I think that most of it is pretty right on. It makes a lot of sense. And if you dig a little bit deeper and I did a lot of research about subliminal messaging. It's something that's intrigued me for a long time because when I was a kid growing up, I always liked heavy metal. Um, and I know in the late 70s and early 80s there was a lot of hubbub about subliminal messages and backmasking of songs. And that, you know, that's like dubious, you know, whether or not it was intentional. But the media and especially advertising uses subliminal messages in their ads to make you want their products. And the way they do it, what I noticed was that the word sex is used a lot. And what this is it, as human beings, we are sexual by nature, even though society tells us to repress it and makes it taboo, but then they throw it in our faces. They throw it in our faces blatantly and they throw it in our faces with subliminal messages. So this causes a conflict uh, inside of us. We feel like sex is wrong, and for those of us with rebellious natures, we want to explore it. Plus, the subliminal messages are telling us to explore it, while the blatant messages are telling us, oh, no, 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 sex is bad, but yet here's Britney Spears and Madonna having a French kiss on live TV, or that's just one example. Um, there's a saying, sex sells. Well, that's very true. And they sell it to you in ways that your conscious mind isn't even comprehending if you're just watching it passively, which if you're watching TV, it's also been stated that within 45 minutes of turning on the television, you're in a trance state. And honestly, I mean, I've watched TV. I believe it. I really do. I mean, I know what it's like to sit in front of the boob tube. You don't even need to be smoking a doobie to be zoned out when you watch TV. So it all kind of falls together. It all kind of makes sense. And for me, the solution has been to stop watching television. Television isn't free like it was when I was a child. I'm 32 now, and cable television came in sometime in the mid 80s. So I was like, well, actually, even earlier than that, like around 1982, I believe, is when cable came to our town. Now, they make you pay for cable. I mean, I'm not even sure what a cable bill is. It's like 60, $70 a month, I'm guessing. And so you're paying for them to see what they want you to see, but at the same time, they're messing with your mind because they use blatant imagery along with subliminal imagery and suggestion to make you feel certain ways. Now, you'll notice when you watch television, if you watch a TV show from, say, the 70s, like All in the Family, you watch All in the Family, you don't see a bunch of beauty queens strutting around, men or women. They're average people. But now, when you turn on the TV, pretty much everybody, even, well, yeah, pretty much everybody is quote unquote beautiful. And it's what they want you to think. And this is a way to cause division. People have this mindset that if it's on the TV, it's ultimate truth and it's what everybody should strive for. But when you go out into the real world and you see that nothing is like it is on the television, you begin to think, well, real life sucks. My life sucks. So I need to go out and buy the things that I'm seeing advertised so that I can feel better about myself and I can keep up with the Joneses. That's not a very healthy mindset. I know it's the norm, and obviously not for everybody. I mean, I see there's a whole lot of people out there who are like, TV? Fuck that. I'm not interested in being told what to think. But not everybody knows. So this is for you. If you don't know, if you're on that hamster wheel that they prepared for you before you were even born, where you wake up, you go to school, you go to work, you go to the store, you buy things that you need and things that you want if you can afford them. And then you go home and you zone out to the TV for a while and then you go to bed. And it's the same thing the next day and the next day and the next day. And if you're lucky, you get the weekend off. And all the money that you're making is really just put back in to that system. So that's subliminal messaging. Some people think it's a myth or something, but it's actually very, very powerful and it works. And if you open your eyes and take a look around, you can see that it works. And it's causing all kinds of mental illnesses. People think that there's something wrong with them. You watch, say, like a sad movie on the TV, and then they show you an ad for antidepressants. Ask your doctor about this antidepressant. So a lot of people are on these mind-altering drugs, and they're legal. You get them through prescription, and they just mess up your mind even more. So, you add this to the subliminal messaging and the not so subliminal messaging in the mass media directing your opinions and your worldview, and it's all false. Maybe that's how it is for the rich elites of the world, living in a dream world where these people are right and these people are wrong, and the majority of the people in the wrong category are all of us. Okay? It's just not right. And I encourage every single one of you to make every day watch no TV day. Okay? No TV. Stop paying for cable. If you want to watch movies once in a while or even TV shows that you enjoy, fine. Go for it. But don't pay a cable company or a satellite company to broadcast you 951 channels of nothing but advertising and bullshit propaganda.